Today, I want to talk about Manhunt, the 12-Day Chase for Lincoln's Killer by James L. Swanson. It is a book that brings the aftermath of Abraham Lincoln's assassination to life in a very engaging way. Now, I read this book with Lauren's Presidential Book Club, and I'm going to tag her and her book club in the description of this video. Already familiar with this particular book after watching the TV series Manhunt on Apple TV. And I have to say, I absolutely love that show, and it really leans into the tension and the emotional weight of the story, and it made me want to go deeper into history. Reading the book afterward gave me that extra context and detail behind what I seen on the screen. The book itself, it reads like a thriller. It follows this 12-day chase for John Wilkes Booth after the assassination, and Swanson does a great job of showing just how chaotic and uncertain that search really was. You get a wide-ranging pursuit from Maryland and Virginia with soldiers, detectives, civilians, all playing a role. One of the biggest strengths is how vivid everything feels. Even though you know how the story ends, there's still a sense of momentum that keeps you turning the pages. Swanson also humanizes the people involved, especially John Wilkes Booth, who comes across as increasingly desperate as the net closes in. That said, one interesting takeaway that I had is that the suspense of the chase didn't always land as strongly as I had expected. There were moments where I wanted a bit more tension, especially given how naturally suspenseful this situation already is. And honestly, that's where the TV adaptation stood out for me. The show itself really amplified that sense of urgency in a way the book at times kind of holds back from. The trade-off is that the book feels much more grounded, and it also gives you a clearer sense of what actually happened without landing too heavily into the dramatization. Overall, Manhunt is a great example of how compelling narrative history can really be. It takes a well-known event and makes it feel immediate and alive. If you enjoy fast-paced nonfiction or Civil War history, then this is one that you definitely want to pick up. And if you've seen the series, I think reading the book alongside it adds a new layer to the experience.